This is the other necklace stand that has peeling vinyl on the front of it. You see this big spot right here, and it's got little holes in it everywhere, and it's just not looking very good, even though the structure of it is fine. So I'm going to do a version of what I did with the larger black stand, and this time in my half white glue, half water mixture, I'm going to add some watercolors to kind of just add a little bit of a different color to this one. So I have some burnt sienna here and yellow ochre, if I can say that word, yellow ochre. Not one of my good words. So I'm going to use them to give a little bit of color to the actual glue mixture, so that when I apply the brown paper on here, it should have a different look than it did with the other one I did. So I'm curious to see how this is going to work out. Experiments are part of what being creative is all about. It turned out really great. I think I'm going to try this technique on some other things, and maybe even try it with some different colors. I thought this color going toward the red would be good with this, because a lot of my jewelry is in the blues and purples and greens ranges, which would all look nice on something like this. It would make the jewelry pop, which is the whole point of a jewelry stand, right? So here we go. I have not actually completely finished it yet, so I take that back. Here is the nearly finished piece. The visible part here is not finished. I'm going to do that today, but I've decided not to put a finish on this, and now that I know that I really like how it finished, and if you put a couple of layers of that glue water mixture over top of it, it really is rather smooth. I mean, it's got a few little rough spots, but and it feels pretty solid as far as sturdiness goes, more so than the vinyl did for years. So here we go. I think this was a success story. Here's the one I did with the watercolor in the glue and water mixture, and here is the one I did without. This was just glue and water. This had no pigment in it whatsoever. The pigment only comes from the paper and from the base, which was black originally. So that kind of gives an interesting hue. I finished this one with a satin finish, and this one has no finish at all. This is what the glue looks like when it dries. It's matte. I am going to call my repurposed necklace stands a success. I think this looks amazing. It looks like a great backdrop for a necklace. I actually did this one all the way around, and I left it with a matte finish, unlike the other one. The other one also, I think, turned out fabulously. I put a satin polyacrylic finish on this one, but this is just the natural paper color. There is absolutely nothing else color-wise on this. I actually put a piece of paper stock that matched the color of the brown paper that I was using. I decided to keep this one matte because all I did was use the glue on this, the watercolor tinted glue, and I liked the finish of it. I like the matte finish. Let me take this off and put it on the other one here. but I like the finish on this. It's very different than the finish on this, and I think the contrast is really nice. See how this one just does not, it's just got that slight shine to it because of the matte finish, and this one actually, even though it's satin, looks almost glossy in the camera. So I'll have a choice, and I have a darker one and a lighter one. Both of these being good choices for me, brown anyway, because a lot of my jewelry is blue or purple or green. You'll be seeing these over on my Etsy channel, Michelle L. Whitney Shop. That's my shop over on Etsy. And you will get to see these displaying lots of fabulous things, hopefully. So thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be happy to see you back again soon.